Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Python, and this will be your Ceres retrograde in Capricorn tarot reading. Ceres, the first asteroid to be discovered, will begin her retrograde period in the sign of Capricorn on Wednesday, May 15th at 1:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Ceres is said to rule Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, and some might throw Scorpio on up in there too. Okay, so that will let you know Ceres is about feelings, family, humanity, the harvest, helping people, fixing things, being useful. Okay, we know Capricorn is all about putting in that work. Okay, so today we will be using the Elemental Power Tarot. We have not used this deck in quite some time, but I think it is also apropos that we are using this deck for this reading because the day that you're seeing this, 'tis Mother's Day. And so Ceres, also known as Demeter in Greek mythology, is kind of like the mother goddess, okay? She's the one supporting the family, taking care of the family, all those things, okay? She is mother, okay? So let's get into it. I'm here, you're here, Frankie's here, okay? We're glad that you decided to turn the light on today, okay? Let's see what we have. Okay, and we get the sun. It's in reverse though. Starting off with the sun high in the sky. We got lemons, we got sunflowers, we got a little pool here. Looks like a pool in the middle of a desert. Okay, and the sun is being reflected in the water. Can you see it? I know it's a little bit of light, but you can see it. You can see it. We know that sun is all about just enjoyment, having fun, material things. And in reverse, it means the same thing, but just kind of like to a lesser degree. So the sun ain't bad. The sun is not bad. So y'all know this card's got the Hebrew symbol on there. So I'm looking it up. The sun, bloop, resh, reception. So that means to receive, okay? To receive. And I don't know about y'all. I take a little blessing the same way I'm going to take a big blessing, okay? Okay. A blessed family life. You are going to receive some type of something. Let's see. We can get the other cards. We can find out. But let's see. Receiving, let's see, sun. Only if you're vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to open up to receive. That means you got to be vulnerable. You got to let your guard down. Because if you got your guard up high, ain't no blessing going to be able to get past the guard. Okay, the universe ain't trying to penetrate that, okay? It's going to bounce off and go to somebody else. And then you're going to be mad. You're like, that was my blessing. Yeah, if you wasn't so hard up, you could have had it. But let's see. What we receiving? What we getting into? Okay. In recurps. In reverse, 8 of Cups. Yes, it is. 8 of Cups in reverse. So we ain't going nowhere. We just gonna stay right where we at. And that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you have to kind of prepare your space, your body, your soul, your mind, okay, in order to receive. Okay. You thought you was about to go on a journey. You thought you was about to go somewhere. You thought you was moving on up like the Jeffersons. Nope. Fix your house first. You saying, oh, well, like, think of it like this. You asking universe, God, source, your higher power, Allah, for a new house, or, you know, just like a new home dwelling, and you can't even keep the one you got clean or pay the bills or what all have you that comes with the upkeep. Okay, if Ceres is the mother, right? What does a mother do? Take care of home. Okay, but this Eight of Cups also could indicate that you might be a little too attached to the material things and you can't let them go. And that's why there ain't no room for you to receive. Because Taurus, what is it? Oh, gosh. Distressed. Unintegrated, unhealthy Taurus energy is too attached. They can't let go. It's like a helicopter parent or a tiger mom or just somebody that's overbearing, and that doesn't allow you or give you the space to breathe in order to receive. You got so much material stuff, but what's happening in here? What's happening in your heart and your soul and your spirit? Is it sizzling? I don't know. Because you're getting swept up in the material stuff. You think that's what's important, and it's not. And here we got Five of Swords decided to come out upright. Now, other people be like, oh, you know, that's the sneaky card, or woo-woo. Ain't no people in this car. Ain't nobody sneaking and geeking but you. This is you in your head, overthinking. Okay? You're lying to yourself. You're fooling yourself. Okay? See this little battle? You got two swords going here. You got two swords there. Then you got a random sword there. Okay? You thinking too hard. Okay? It's fine to observe, but you're overthinking it. You overanalyzing. That is the Virgo side. Okay? That is the Virgo side. So I need you to know that being useful doesn't mean that you have to do everything. Like, you don't have to be responsible for everything. It's okay to delegate responsibility. It's okay to let your kids try to be more responsible, because that ain't doing nothing but raising some old lazy, entitled people. And I ain't just talking about kids, okay? Take what resonates, okay? Three of Wands. So, you got the whole world in your hands. And this is in reverse. And so, you don't want to make things worse than they already are, okay, in the home. If you are too attached and you can't let go, and you kind of do things on the low to kind of like make people think that you have let go, but you really haven't, like, that ain't doing nothing but fanning the flames. Like, sometimes you might tell your kids, oh yeah, I'll let you ride the bus, but then you like follow the school bus all the way to school. Like, what is even the point? You just could have just took your kid to school. Okay? Now, for those of us who don't have children, what does this mean, Joy? Well, this means that you are... You still have the attachment issue, but it's almost kind of like a codependency. You know what I'm saying? It's like you denying that you have a problem. And so you try to watch and observe because you think, oh, well, if I want to feel useful, then I need to fix this and fix that. But that's not for you. You can't jump in and save somebody every single time. You might not have kids, but that doesn't mean you aren't parenting some adult. You might have a sibling. You might be, you know, when you get to my age or whatever, you got to start parenting your own parents. Okay, you got to start mothering or fathering your parents, because it's not that they don't know how to act or behave, but the world is a lot different than it was when they were your age. And so you're kind of like a guide for them. And so, I mean, you still have to give them room and space to learn on their own. Okay? And the attachment issues stem from childhood, but not necessarily. Okay, your parents could just be one of your parents could be attached to you. Okay, and you trying to shake them off like, dang, I'm trying to have my own life, and they ain't just letting you live. But with this Three of Wands, I think there is more out there for you to explore. And so you might have to do a deep dive to find out where this behavior or this attachment is stemming from. Four of Swords. So we go from 5 to 4 of 4 swords. Okay, not bad. That ain't bad. That is not bad. And so now it's kind of like the 5 of Swords showed you where you were kind of overthinking it. And then we get here to the 4 of Swords. Is like, oh, now I know what the problem is. I can relax. You know, you might have tried to talk to your parents and maybe they was gaslighting you a little bit and making you feel like you was crazy. And you talk to other family members and find out it's not me. They are crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. And I mean, that probably was causing you like some anxiety, some stress. And so now it's like you can kind of relax a little bit. It's like, like, okay, it's not just me. I'm not crazy. There is an issue and they are just not being honest. Okay. For whatever reason. Okay. But this 4 of Swords is letting me know that things are going to balance out. Okay. Look at these swords. Even though it came out in reverse, you know, most of these cards are symmetrical. And so if I cut this card in half, you got 2 over here going down, 2 over here going up. So think of it kind of as 2 twos of swords, which is kind of like a period of, is dormancy a word? But when something lies dormant or is benign, it means it's just there, hanging out. Nothing has happened yet. Nothing is spreading. It's not going anywhere. It's just there, quiet, not making no moves, not making no noise, not doing nothing, right? And so it's like a period of preparation. I feel like there's going to be some kind of explosion or pop off, or, you know, when something is dormant in your system, it's kind of just like waiting for the right time. If something is benign, then essentially nothing's going to happen. Okay. It's not harmful to you. It's not harmful to your body, your physical body or whatever. And also Virgo with Ceres is all about herbs and healing yourself natural. Okay. So we're going to see. Let's see. I feel like there's going to be some type of popping off happening. And here we got the moon, which is cool. That's cool because, you know, Ceres is associated with Cancer as well. Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, and sometimes Scorpio. Moon, representative Pisces. And look, I love this card because it got a little UFO in the background. A little pumpkin head on jack-o'-lantern on a stick. And also here, I see another reflection. The moon is also being reflected in the body of water. Reflection. We know Four of Swords sometimes is about reflection. And so that's also making me think about, dang, what was I going to say? I guess it won't important. Introspection, deep dive. I told you got to figure out where these issues stem from. That's the reflection. You doing internal reflection, and you will be able to pinpoint it in your external immediate environment. I'm telling you right now, whatever's going on in your head is happening outside of you. I mean, it might be like other family members or friends or somebody, but if it's not happening to you directly, then it's happening to somebody in your immediate vicinity, because it's happening in your psyche, okay? That's what astrology is all about. It is a mere reflection of what is really, really going on. And you know, I turned to the moon page just to see what it says. And it says, dive deep into the dark, still waters within. Answers and secrets await past the edge of your fears. Pumpkin carries lunar gifts of introspection and reflection. Okay. Introspection is when you just kind of do like a internal self-evaluation of your feelings. Okay, we know that the moon is all about feelings. How do you feel? I feel blank about blank. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't even look up the Hebrew word. That's really what I was supposed to be doing. Looking up the Hebrew word. The moon, quaff, transformation, intuition. Once you do this reflection and this introspection, then the transformation will begin. I'm not even going to say will begin, because I think once you reach this moment of reflection, that's when the transformation begins. Because you're supposed to be jumping in this water. You on the edge. You on the precipice. You are at the pinnacle of your transformation. And I guess that brings us to the scorpionic side of Ceres. Okay, because Taurus and Scorpio are polar opposites. And so we've been seeing a lot of reflection. We've been seeing a lot of symmetry. Lots of symmetry. And so I think kind of seeing how you interact with mother figures. It could be aunts, grandmas, sisters, cousins, wives. How you interact with those characters in your life says a lot about how you view feminine energy. Like, some of y'all might not trust it. I mean, Scorpios are natural. Scorpio energy is naturally paranoid, naturally distrusting, naturally weary of human behavior. They think everyone or everything is just like operating out of darkness, operating out of the shadow. You know what I'm saying? So to have this transformation occur at night under moonlight, this is a full moon. We will be having a full moon fairly, very soon. Let me see when that is actually. Let me take a look. See? Full moon on the 23rd. And the 23rd is a Thursday. So a week from Ceres going retrograde, boom, you got full moon. That is going to be the time for you to do some reflecting and trying to figure out what can you let go of? What is it? What behaviors or thought patterns are no longer serving you? I told you, you got to be that person you trying to. 9. The moon is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. The Hermit is Virgo. You have to go off by yourself and do some reflecting. Big time. Big time reflecting. Okay? I don't know if you really got to go to a cabin in the woods or whatever, but that's the vibes you need to do. That's the vibe. I need you to go through nature and just figure some things out for yourself, okay? Try to see what's what within yourself, okay? And this might not even be you going to the forest. You might just be going to visit family in the country. I know a lot of y'all got country cousins. Some of y'all probably in the city and watching this right now at your auntie house way out in West Bubble, okay? Let me see. The Hermit says, purposeful solitude lights the path forward towards collective growth. And Hermit is, yeah. Now, it says Yod, but I don't know if that is the correct pronunciation of the Hebrew word. But it means universality, devotion. That means you have to devote and be committed to this transformation process, to this change. Because to go off into hermit mode is like you're going to jump into the water, into the lake of transformation, boom, and you're going to wake up in this cabin in the woods, but you have to be committed to staying there. A lot of people don't do well by themselves or on their own or being alone. But that is something that you're going to have to learn how to do. If you want to be more helpful, more useful, more effective, okay, without being so obsessed and attached, with that codependency, then this is where you're going to figure out the boundaries and what works and what doesn't work for you. All right, Carl, you sticking out. I'll just take you. 2 of Pentacles, another 2. We got almost, oh, I said another 2. It's not another 2. But it's another symmetrical card, but it's in reverse. Doing this reflection is just going to eliminate a lot of confusion. You're not going to have as much responsibility as you did before, which is essentially the goal, right? So, I mean, that's what I thought that it was. But this is you once you get down to the root of it all. Okay, you see this root system? Do you see it? Okay, I know some of y'all probably saw the video or whatever. It's talking about how trees grow. Trees grow in both directions, right? Above ground and below ground. Each side has its own caveat. The tree growing above the ground has to push upwards through gravity. Gravity is holding it down, pushing it down, but it has to be resilient and push through gravity, right? But the same thing for the roots. The roots have to push through the soil. It has to find and weave its way through the dirt, okay? Because the dirt is compacting. The deeper in the ground you go, it's not like the dirt just moving out the way for no roots. It takes time, and the roots are what holds the tree, what anchors the tree. The roots is what makes the tree stable. Stability, safety, comfort. Those are all Taurus needs, right? And so once you get down to the root of the issue, while you're in hermit mode, after you've jumped into the lake of transformation, rebirth, and all of that, you're getting down to the root of the problem, right? And so doing that is going to make you more centered, more stable. You're going to grow as a person. You're going to be more nurtured. Okay, this is the time you're supposed to be taking care of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay, and so you can be stable on your own. Trees and the roots don't have to attach to anything else, okay, in order to feel strong, stable. It can support itself. A root system can support itself, right? Even if you think about propagation, right? If you're a plant parent, I should have started off with the plant parent analogy. If you are a plant parent, right, you know what propagation is. You know that you can cut a few pieces of a healthy plant, put it in some water, let the roots grow out a little bit, then repot it. It's the same thing with offspring, kids, you in real life. Propagation. I feel like that is... I just want to Google it real quick. Let me just Google it. Google. The breeding of specimens of a plant or animal by natural processes from the parent stock. So you are a specimen, a natural specimen from your parents' stock. Okay? You're a part of their breed, their bloodline. Okay? And so they cut you off at 18 or however old. They planted you in college or in work, or in the rat race or the workforce. Okay, and now you are your own specimen. You are growing, and now it is your turn to propagate. Okay, your roots grew out, and so now it is time to replant you. And here is the cup where you are going to be planted, y'all. I can't make these cards up. Look at that water looking like a daggone hand. The water, this is the opportunity for you to share your heart with someone. I mean, you got to do, as animals, you got to share a little something with another human being to propagate, right? Okay, you get what I'm putting down? Okay, so we're going to put your renewed heart, all of your love into this beautiful, beautiful cup, right? We're going to put you into this. And actually, since the roots have already grown, this cup is kind of like the pot where you're going to be. This is the planter, okay? This is where we're going to put you until, you get too big for your britches. This is a really good opportunity to love on yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself so that you can grow and progress. Get out there and propagate. Okay? And I'm going to do bottom of the deck before I close it out. Because this is about you. This is about taking care of yourself. This is about getting rid of all the noise, all the clutter in your mind, in your life. This is kind of like a little reset for you, because I know Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius as well. And so this Ceres retrograde in the sign of Capricorn is saying that you have to actually put in the work to love and be loved. If you want to feel love, you have to put in the work to allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to feel this love. Because when you propagate your plan, it's because you love it. You wouldn't propagate a plan that you don't like. You don't want another plan that doesn't even make sense, does it? It doesn't. I know it doesn't. You can't tell me. I know it don't. I know it don't. But this is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is really the work for self-love. This is self. Parenting yourself, propagating yourself, transforming yourself, growing yourself, loving yourself, knowing yourself, healing yourself. That's why we saw all that reflection. We saw the sun. We saw the moon. Okay? All that reflection. All of it. All of it. All of it. Bottom of the deck says... death, change, progress, growth, rebirth, resurrection. You are a phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the ashes. You got ashes here. Oh, sorry. I wanted to see what was underneath. Hangman and then Ace of Wands. But let's see what death is talking about. Let's see what my girl is talking about. Yes, I do love the death card because I like change. I don't like, oh, and this is 13 and Hangman is 12 right underneath. Release the burden you have been carrying and walk lightly into a new era. These are the burdens that you've been carrying. You got to let them go. Let them daggone burdens go. Let them go. Let my burdens go. Okay. Let me see what else. I told you. Let's see what the Hebrew word says for death. 13. Humility, none. Scorpio, passion. You got to love yourself enough. You have to be passionate about the change. You have to learn how to cut off the extra leaves and such. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time for you to propagate, know when it is time. That is the key. Knowing when it's time to cut things out of your life so you can go to the next pot, go to the next planner and start over. And it's not that you are leaving the old life behind. It is more like you starting fresh, starting over. It's the renewal. Okay, when you propagate a plant, you take it from one planet, you basically starting a whole new plant all over again, right? And see, this is that root system with the Two of Pentacles. This is what's above ground. This is what we can see. The work has already began internally. When plants grow, the root system growing too. You just can't see it. The root system is putting in the hooks and the roots and grabbing on, making sure things are stable. And then the plant grows up out of the dirt against the gravity. There's a lot of, I don't want to say pressure, but you got some obstacles to face. But these are things that you knew about. Plants don't know about gravity, but they still rising up. Plants don't necessarily know about the dirt, but they know they need it to live. It's the soil. That's where the nutrients comes in, right? Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. Bees are... I wish I could. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Frankie looking at me like, what is you doing, girl? Okay. Bees, bumblebees. If y'all know about bumblebee tuna, then, and I ain't talking about this bumblebee tuna in the store either. Just for you young people out there. Bumblebee tuna. Google it. Bee, bumblebee, lizard, dog, mouse, cat, elephant, giraffe. Where the insects at? Where the insects at? They would have the insects way in the back. B. Be more productive in your work. Eat raw organic honey. As a guardian or protector, bumblebees defend the soul and ensures purity. As an omen or oracle, pursue your dreams. Get busy. So, being more productive in your work, what I tell you, you have to commit to this transformation. You have to commit to loving yourself. That's the work that you're doing. Committing to yourself. Committing to loving yourself. Committing to feeling love. Committing to caring for yourself. Committing to... And I mean, caring for yourself could be managing your finances. That could be cleaning up. That could be anything, okay? Ironing your clothes, dressing up real cute because you run into the grocery store. Get cute. It's okay to get cute. It's Taurus season. Put the things on, okay? Or die a slow death, okay? All right, y'all. If y'all got to the end, put a plant in the comments or a green heart. Okay. And what my shirt say? And I got on green a little bit. Be gentle with yourself. Yeah, right? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.